The fate of the world is in your hands and in your pants. Or, so says the Sierra Club. This slogan runs underneath a picture of a healthy planet next to a set of oral contraceptives. So, what is the Sierra Club saying? What exactly do they mean? They mean that population growth is an environmental problem. They mean that fertility, your fertility, is an environmental problem. In a related statement, they go on to say that rapid population growth in the global south is an environmental problem. In fact, they say that rapid population growth is, and I quote, threatening the health and well-being of families, communities, and our planet. They recommend rapid population reduction to save us. The Sierra Club is not alone in this. This has become a rallying cry in this time of climate change. Family planning will save the planet. We cannot stand for this. It runs counter to reproductive and environmental justice. It narrows everything that sexual and reproductive health and rights should be to a dangerous focus on fertility control. It falsely blames population size for environmental problems. And it won't save the planet. Take climate change, for instance. Averting future births will not hold those who are most responsible for climate change, like the US military, accountable for carbon emissions. The US military enterprise is the largest single polluter and contributor to global warming. With only 0.0002% of the overall population, the active US military generates 5% of climate pollution. Corporations are also responsible for a disproportionate share of emissions. 63% of cumulative worldwide carbon emissions come from just 90 companies, including Chevron, BP, and Exxon. And as we know, wealthy people, like wealthy nations, are disproportionately responsible. The richest 30% of Americans emit almost 4 times as much as the poorest 30%. Let's stop blaming babies and those yet to be born for our current and very real environmental problems. It distracts us from the important ways that population impacts our world. It dangerously distorts our visions for sexual and reproductive justice, and it skews environmental action. Our vision for handsy-pantsy change must uphold both reproductive and environmental justice together. We must hold the worst polluters accountable. We must end the militarization of our borders, end the war on terror, and stop the flow of surplus weapons from the US military to US police stations. We must support healthy families and communities, free from toxins, free from violence, and free from prejudice. We must fight for sexual and reproductive health that recognizes the many ways that we do get handsy and pantsy. We need access to safe and legal abortion, contraception, violence prevention, and sex and gender education. Let's be that handsy-pantsy change and fight for social justice. Thank you.